how are you lads and lasses? Welcome to English from Zero to Hero, where the magic of storytelling happens, where it meets science of language learning. I'm Jonathan, your host, and this is my podcast. We will explore the captivating world of short stories designed specifically to enrich your language journey, guided by the insightful experiences and theories of Dr. Frank Smith and Dr. Stephen Krashen. We delve into the concept of comprehensible input. The idea that understanding language through meaningful context is the key to effective learning. Our stories are crafted to not only entertain, but also to deepen your understanding in a natural and engaging way. Each episode, we will embark on a new narrative adventure, tailored to offer language input that is both accessible and intriguing. Whether you are learning English as a second language or aiming to elevate, to improve to the next level your comprehension skills, these theories will offer the perfect blend of language learning, and it's a blend of challenge and comprehension. So, settle in, open your mind, let the journey of language learning through storytelling begin. And the topic today is the second part of concert. Here we go. My friend Dani and I had been waiting a month to see our favorite band in concert. This was the night, and we were so excited. In a small venue like the Geezer, there wouldn't be a bad seat in the house. Yeah. We arrived at the Geezer quite early to find the street parking and snagged a spot about 4 streets away. Then we joined the queue, which was already about 20 people deep. There were two bouncers outside of the bar, and they weren't letting anyone in yet. We waited and waited in line. Finally, the line started to move. When we reached the front, one of the bouncers checked our tickets, and another club employee put a wristband on each of us. This was probably to show the staff inside that we were meant to be there and weren't crashing the party, or simply party crashers. Yeah. Once inside, we tried to get as close to the stage as possible. There was already a group of people standing in front of the stage in a special roped-off section. Probably VIPs, or maybe groupies. Who knows? Anyway, security wasn't letting anyone else get that close. Before long, people began to cheer, and I realized that the opening act was about to come on. It was a band I had never heard before. Never ever. So I wasn't that excited. I didn't even understand that. They came out and they started playing a set. I couldn't believe it. They were absolutely dreadful. Yes, dreadful. The people standing next to Dani and me began booing. Yes, that's bad behavior. Others started throwing things on the stage. It was crazy, like drinks and food. After a while, the booing became so loud that you could hardly hear the band. Finally, they finished their song and left the stage very quickly. By this time, the concert goers were pretty rowdy. Some were yelling and others were dancing on the top of the bar. Just when I thought there might be a riot, someone got on the microphone and began introducing the headlining band. Suddenly, everyone calmed down and started cheering. The band came on stage and began their first song. Then the room was full of happy fans. Happy fans all over the place. Super happy fans. Dani and I had been a bit nervous for a moment because we didn't know if things would get out of hand. But as soon as the band started playing, we knew everything would be fine. This was turning out to be a fantastic night, just as we had imagined. Now, my dear students, I've got 3 questions for you. Only 3 questions. You choose one of them or all of them, and you answer below, okay? Answer below in the comments. The questions are... My dear friends, please write your answers to practice your writing in the comments below. First question, what's the most exciting concert you've ever attended and why? 2, have you ever had to queue for a long time to see a performance? Share your experience, that would be nice. 3, how do you usually react when you see a new band for the first time? This will be very, very important for me. Please write what you have in your mind, okay? Now let's talk about the vocabulary box. Why the vocabulary box? Well, the vocabulary box is quite important. It's one of the most fundamental thing you can do here. Why? You learn the different words and you can just start using them. Here we go. Venue, meaning a place where an event occurs. Example, the venue was small but had great acoustics. Snagged, meaning to catch or obtain quickly. Example, she snagged the last ticket to the show. Bouncer, meaning a person employed to prevent troublemakers from entering or to eject them from the premises. For example, the bouncer checked our IDs at the club entrance. Number 4, queue. What a British word. This is one of the most quintessentially word I've ever heard in English. It's one of the most quintessential. It's one of the most quintessential word in English. Very British indeed. Meaning a line of people waiting their turn. An example for queue. Example. We joined the queue outside the concert hall early in the morning. Number 5. Wristband. Yes, wristband, quite important to identify yourself in a party. Meaning, very important person. Wristband, meaning a band worn around the wrist to identify or grant access. Example, we wore wristbands to show we had a VIP access. And what's the meaning of a VIP? VIP meaning very important person or very important people. Someone who is accorded special privileges. Example, he had a VIP pass to meet the band after the show. Rowdy, number 7 is roundy. Rowdy is meaning noisy and disorderly. Example, the crowd became rowdy as they waited for the main act. Number 8, dreadful, meaning extremely bad or unpleasant. Example, the weather was dreadful for a picnic. We decided to have this picnic at home, like a charcuterie. That would be very nice, the French word, by the way. Riot, meaning a violent disturbance by a crowd. Example, the police were called in to prevent a riot. The police were called in to prevent a riot. 10. Introduce, meaning to present someone or something for the first time. Example, the host introduced the band before the concert began. I'll repeat that, that was very beautiful. The host introduced the band before the concert began. It looks like a tongue twister. Better put the papa pig in the pool. Better put the papa pig in the pool. Yeah, it looks like that. Okay, yeah, really looks like that. Thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you next episode. Here we go.